The night the Statue of Liberty blinked, no one believed Jonah Reed when he said it blinked at him first. Jonah was not the kind of man people trusted with extraordinary claims. He was a night shift ferry mechanic in New York Harbor, 37 years old, divorced, living in a one-bedroom apartment that smelled faintly of engine oil and old coffee. He fixed what others broke and learned long ago that miracles were usually just bad wiring. That was why, when the green copper eyelids of Lady Liberty closed and opened once, slow, deliberate, unmistakable, Jonah froze instead of running. He wiped grease from his hands, stared across the dark water, and waited for logic to return. It did not. The harbor was quiet except for the slap of waves and the distant hum of the city. Then his phone buzzed with a notification he didn't remember subscribing to. "Welcome back, caretaker. System reactivated." Jonah laughed, a short, nervous sound, because fear sometimes wore the mask of humor. He turned the phone over, but the screen stayed lit, displaying a map of Manhattan with pulsing points like a living heartbeat, and one bright marker anchored exactly where he stood. Growing up in rural Pennsylvania, Jonah's father had told him stories he called bedtime lies, tales about hidden doors beneath famous monuments, about America not just being a country, but a machine built on ideas that could be turned on or off. Jonah stopped believing those stories the night his father vanished during a thunderstorm, leaving behind a basement full of blueprints Jonah never learned how to read. That was 22 years ago, and Jonah had trained himself to believe only in bolts, rust, and wear. Yet here he was, staring at the impossible, and the impossible was staring back. The statue's torch flared brighter for a second, not with fire, but with something whiter, colder, like a memory of light. Jonah's phone vibrated again. Access required. Protocol, Liberty falling. The ferry's horn sounded behind him, snapping Jonah out of his trance. He pocketed the phone and did what he always did when faced with uncertainty. He went to work. But the night refused to be normal. Lights flickered across the skyline in patterns that felt intentional. A helicopter hovered too long over Ellis Island, then veered away as if frightened. When Jonah finally clocked out near dawn, exhaustion pressed into his bones, yet the phone would not let him sleep. Each time he closed his eyes, the map pulsed faster, and new text appeared, unheralding like a confession. "You were chosen because you fix things. America is broken." By mid-morning, Jonah was standing at the edge of Battery Park, staring up at tourists who were staring at their phones, arguing about a viral video showing the statue's eyes glowing. The city buzzed with speculation, CGI, drones, marketing stunt. But Jonah felt something deeper tugging at him, a sense of inherited duty he had spent his life avoiding. He followed the map's instructions to a maintenance door marked Authorized Personnel Only, a door he had passed 100 times without noticing. The phone screen flashed green. The lock clicked open. Inside, a narrow staircase spiraled down into darkness, and Jonah descended, each step echoing like a countdown. The chamber beneath Liberty Island was not ancient. It was impossibly clean, filled with humming servers, copper coils, and a circular platform etched with symbols that looked like equations pretending to be art. In the center stood a hologram that resolved into the face of a woman Jonah recognized from old photographs, his mother, who had died when he was 10, or so he had been told. "Hello, Jonah," the hologram said, her voice warm and real enough to hurt. "If you're seeing this, it means the failsafes are failing." Jonah tried to speak and failed. She smiled sadly. "We built the